Hello and welcome to Jumpin' Johnny Gaming Retro Walkthroughs. This is part 9 and the final part of the Final Fantasy 1 Pixel Remastered walkthrough. Here we will be getting the Excalibur weapon made, facing the secret boss in the Flying Fortress and going back in time to complete the game. If you have done everything so far in the previous videos, you will unlock the trophies for facing all the enemies, opening all treasure chests, completing the game and getting the Platinum Trophy. First, go to Mount Duger and go to the top left door and speak to the dwarf, and you hand over the key item you found in the Flying Fortress, and he will make you Excalibur, a legendary weapon that usually turns up in most Final Fantasy games, and always usually one of the strongest swords you can get in the series. Equip it on your knight. Return to any town and buy every single item ever, as you won't need to spend your money and having a full inventory is handy, but really you don't need to use much items except for the best ones at the end boss. Return to the Mirage Tower and go to the portal to the Flying Fortress, and go to the last floor where you defeated Tiamat. I wouldn't try to be less than level 40 to attempt to fight the war mech, and while trying to get the battle, you will level up a fair bit. I was level 50 when I fought the war mech. The war mech is an extremely rare enemy that it could take hours for it to appear. It took me about 30 minutes for it to appear for me, and I reached level 50 leveling up. And make sure you quick save every now and again, just in case you get defeated by the war mech and you don't want to lose your level up progress. When you face it, the war mech attacks are very strong and also has a devastating area attack called Nuke that hits hard, and you want to try to survive its attacks, so you can take it down. First, use your physical attackers to use Giant's Glove, so you can cast Saber on themselves. I did use the ninja to use a Protect Drink on the Black Wizard, as it's the weakest HP wise. Use the White Wizard to cast Protera twice, and Invisiria once, and heal when needed. Use the Black Wizard to cast Temper and Haste on your physical attackers. I did use a couple of high potions to keep the HP topped up, while the White Wizard cast the Protection to ensure the nuke survival. Exit the dungeon and return to the very first dungeon in the game, the Chaos Shrine. I was level 50 when entering the dungeon. Enter the Chaos Shrine and go where you defeated Garland at the beginning of the game, and using the 4 crystals, you go back in time and the dungeon will be different and longer. On the first floor you teleport to, head to the exit at the bottom right and then right to the next floor. Head down and right and go in the big room in the center. Here you will have to face a Death Eye. Just like the evil eye, it's really weak and goes down in 1 or 2 hits. I've probably miscounted how many enemies I have done, 128 to keep track over multiple videos, but all enemies are shown in the video series, and the Death Eye is the 120th with 8 more to go. Before you exit the floor, get the 2 treasures on either side, and then on the next floor, head to the top left corner for the exit. A new enemy you can face is the Rios, stronger versions of the Chimera, and they are fire-based enemies. Back on a different area of the first floor, head all the way left to exit. Another new enemy is the Purple Worm. They have strong physical attacks. Each floor now, you will have to face the 4 fiends again. They're slightly stronger, but shouldn't give you any problems. And the enemies are themed, and some from their original dungeons. Handy if you missed any enemies. The bosses have a separate bestiary, and there is only 1 new enemy to get, and it's a very rare encounter. In this floor, head up and then all the way right. Use the best fire and dire spells to defeat the first fiend, Leech, and then enter the next floor. You can see the next boss in the stairs on the right hand side, but you have to go up and right around. And before you face the boss, head down and left through the door to get a chest, and go further left and get another chest. Go back to the center and then head right this time to get a chest with a protect cloak, so put that on your black wizard, and further right for another chest. Head back to the center, then up to face Marlith, and this boss and all the other two fiends, you want to, as the black wizard, cast haste and temper on your physical warriors, and the white wizard to cast Patera and Invisarea and heal up when needed. The exit is at the bottom right of this level. Head through the door and out the other side, and then through to the left hand side and out past the gravestones and down to the exit to face the boss, and do exactly the same as the last boss. Head down and all the way to the bottom right to get the last chest of the game, which contains the best weapon in the game, the Masamune, another legendary sword that turns up in the Final Fantasy franchise, and it's usually a katana type weapon, and equip it on your ninja so both of your physical warriors have the best attack power. Head to the top right area and defeat the boss. before you go to the last floor and complete the game, there is one enemy to get that only shows on the floor, and it's the Iron Golem. And it's a very rare enemy, same spawn rate as the War Mech. It took me about an hour for it to show. They are like all other golems, resistant to all magic, but Holy seems to work just fine, but you can just take them down by physical attacks. Exit to the last floor and head down and go through the door to the room in the middle of the level and activate the final boss. I would make a quick save as this boss really hits hard with physical attacks. I was level 59 and the boss can easily take out a character with 1 or 2 attacks. As the Black Wizard, cast haste starting on the White Wizard, then himself and the 2 physical attackers. Then keep casting temper and haste on your 2 physical attackers, and redo haste if any party members have to be revived. As the White Wizard, cast Brutaria and Invisiria, and make sure everybody is healed and topped up at all times. Use full life as soon as a party member goes down, and as the physical attackers, attack immediately and all the time, except for using any potions to support the White Wizard with healing or reviving. And it's the last battle, so use the best potions you have. Once defeated, you will get the trophy if you have faced all 128 enemies in the game, and the trophy for defeating Chaos and the Platinum, if you have done all the other achievements, pops after the credits, which you can skip. You can't skip the crawling text though. You can go back to the point of the Chaos Dungeon when you go back in the game and get anything you have missed, as nothing is missable, and I've covered the whole game from start to finish for 100% of the trophies and completion, so check out my playlist if you need to. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel, where there are more complete retro walkthroughs plus achievement and trophy guides, secrets and tips from the latest releases. Thanks for watching.